Okay, for today's session, you're going to need your Play-Doh, your tongs, the marker, because we're going to use it as a rolling pin with our Play-Doh, scissors. You're going to need your parent to draw you a pretty large circle on a piece of paper, the crayons for coloring the circle, our golden chips, and then you're going to need a piece of paper like this. So you're going to draw circles in a diagonal and then do the numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're going to need a parent to help you get this ready. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to use our cup with our clips. So go ahead and get all your supplies ready, and then when you're done, come back and we'll start. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is our Play-Doh. Warm up our hands. So we're going to open our Play-Doh container by pushing with our thumb in the middle, and we're going to pull up with our fingertips on the edge of the can. And then we're going to turn the lid of the Play-Doh, and then turn it over and do the same thing. Turn until your Play-Doh comes out. And you can always reach in here and try to grab some out. Alright, here's all my Play-Doh. Okay, now we're going to warm it up by doing our squeeze. So we're squeezing with one hand, we're using the opposite hand, keeping it open. So we're squeezing while we're keeping the other hand open. So we'll do that like 10 times. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now you're going to put your Play-Doh on the table. You're going to use both hands and press down with your palms. And press it down. Oops. Okay, now get a little piece of this, and we're just going to tear it off. So hold it with one hand and tear with the other hand. Maybe just about this much. And 2 more times to do this. There. Now it's pretty round. This is how we're going to make our pizza. We're going to take pieces of the Play-Doh and we're going to tear the pieces off. And we'll roll it in our hand to make the pepperoni. So we're going to make 6 pepperoni. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, and then go ahead and grab your tongs, and we're going to place our pepperoni on our pizza. Remember, if it gets stuck, you can use your finger to help get it off of your tongs. And I'm just placing mine kind of in a circle. All right, now use your pointer finger and you're going to smash those down so that they make a pepperoni. There. Now I have 6 pepperoni on my pizza. And you're going to go ahead and roll it up. So take the ends and you're going to roll with your fingertips. And now we've made our burrito. Then go ahead and get both hands and push down. And roll out with your fingertips and with your palms, out with your fingertips. with your palms. So you get a snake. And then go ahead and grab your scissors, and we're going to cut pieces off. So you're going to hold it with one hand, and we're going to use the other hand, and we're just going to cut little pieces of our Play-Doh off. So move your hand down as you cut. And it works better if you roll your snake out a little bit thinner. And make sure you move your hand as you cut. So this works on using both of our hands together. Now that we have all of our pieces cut, go ahead and get your tongs again. And we're just going to place the pieces back into our Play-Doh cup. Alright, and once we have all our pieces in, just use your hand and just kind of smash it down in there a little bit. Not too hard, so it won't be so hard to get out the next time we use it. And then put your lid back on. And use your thumb, press down in the middle until you hear it click. Alright, the next thing is go ahead and get your circle you've drawn on your piece of paper, and grab your box of crayons. Go ahead and pick out your favorite color. My favorite color is blue, so I'm going to pick out blue. Now we're going to work on coloring the whole inside of this. So we're just going to use our circular coloring motions. So we're going to use really big ones around the middle. And then around the edges, we're going to use our smaller ones. So do that until you get the whole thing colored in. Alright, and there's my colored in circle. And then grab your scissors and use one hand to hold your paper. And with this hand, we're going to try to stay on our black line, and we're going to cut. Now as we cut, we have to move our hand so we can turn our paper. And if we need to, we can always leave it on the table and hold the paper like this, but we still have to turn our paper while we're cutting. There. And you can practice with bigger circles or even smaller circles. But remember, we're trying to use both of our hands together when we're practicing cutting. And then coloring, we're trying to shade in the whole entire area without going out of the lines. Our next thing is we're going to use our clips, and we're going to use our cup, an empty cup. You can use whatever kind of cup you want. And then go ahead and take your clips out. So we're going to hold the cup with one of our hands, and we're going to use the other hand to put the clips around the edge of the cup. So first, let's just practice opening and closing the clips. So you're going to put your pincher fingers on either side. And you're going to press down to open, release to close, down to open, release to close. And then we're going to do it around the cup. So squeeze it, let go. With the next one, and your pinch your fingers, squeeze, let go, then go all the way around the cup. Squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go. Same thing again, all the way around. When we get the clips all the way around the cup, then we're just going to squeeze and drop them inside. So squeeze and let go. Squeeze and let go. And it's really important that we use our little pincher fingers, okay? All right, we have all of our clips inside the cup. And you can set those aside, but remember when we're done, you're going to need to put your clips back in your little bag so that we don't lose our supplies. All right, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to use the paper that we drew earlier. And I know your numbers probably look backwards, so you might have to get a parent to help you. Okay, and go ahead and get your golden coins out of the bag. Okay, we're going to place one golden coin in each circle. So first we're going to start at the top corner, and we're going to go all the way down at a diagonal to the bottom corner. Then start at this top corner, and we're going to go all the way down on a diagonal to the bottom corner. Great job. Now we're going to practice flipping our coins. We're going to start at the top, and we're going to go down. We'll go back to this top, flip, all the way down, and then you can start at the bottom and reverse it and go all the way to the top. Start at the bottom and go all the way to the top. And you can do that several times. It's really good to work on our dexterity. Now we're going to look at our numbers. Number 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the number 2, and we're going to place 2 coins inside. So we're going to pick them up, 1, 2. So I have 2 coins in my hand, but I'm going to place them down, 1, 2. Then we're going to go to the opposite side, and it's number 3. So we're going to pick 3 coins up, 1, 2, and keep them in your palms, 3. I'm going to place 3 down. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Okay, so now we're going to have to put our coins back so we can do the top and the bottom numbers. So pick them up all in your hand and place them back in the circles. Pick them all up in your hand and place them back in the circles. Now we're going to move up to the top, number 4. So we're going to pick up 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to place them into the number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Now we're going to move down to number 5. This time we're going to start at the bottom and pick it up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 coins in our hand, and we're going to place them now in the number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job. We have to put them back into our circles. So we're going to start with number 4. Pick them all up in your hand. Place them down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now pick up 5. We're going to start down at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We can practice this several different times. You can put different numbers in if you need numbers, higher count numbers like 7, 8, 9. You could even put 10 on there. And then after we're done, gather up all your supplies and we're going to put them back in the bags. All right, that's all for this week. See you next week.